Robbo! How you going, Dano?
I'm well, mate. I'm very well. I'm glad to be on the Olympic special.
It's great to have you here. Now, I told you my embarrassing sporting story. Do you have any embarrassing sporting stories? Because you look like a pretty fit man. You do a bit of wee fit action.
Look at me. I'm the epitome of Melbourne. No, I don't think so. No, I'm the epitome of Melbourne. I don't do sport. I love sport. I love it. I'm a big sport fan. But me running around a park is like watching a little girl being chased by a bear. No, it's not for me. I'm surprised you had that little clip of me as a little girl going over those hurdles.
Now, you've spent the last couple of years actually in England. You've been over there.
I did, yeah. I came back from England a little while ago, and I had a really successful Melbourne Comedy Festival, and then I went over to England, and I had a great time over there. It's a bit cold, but...
So how do you think they're going to cope with the Olympics over there?
Oh, look, they'll just get on with it. It's just something to do for them, isn't it? It's just a bit of a change. But no, I think they're all happy it's going on. But no, look, it was good over there. It was good. It's good to be back. I've got a little daughter now, so I brought her back here. But no, I wrote a show over there, and it went really well, and I had a few successes, and it's good to be home. It's good.
Well, tell us about the show, and then we'll get on to the other successes.
Right. Well, yeah,
daughter.
when I moved there, as I said, I did Comedy Festival, and then I moved over, and I had writer's block, I guess, for about 18 months, and I had a mate there called Chris Hislop, and he rang me one day, and he said he did a research on this place called Svalbard.
Sorry?
Svalbard.
That sounds
I don't know if anyone's heard of it. It's up near the North Pole, and this actually exists. It's true. Inside of a mountain up near the North Pole, there's this vault, right? And inside, all the seeds of the world, fruit, vegetable, plants, are all in this one place in case we ever run out. Right, and my mate told me about this.
And we all have to, if we want to get food, we have to go to
Svalbard. And the first thing I thought when he told me was, it's so boring. It's so boring. But apparently it wasn't so. We wrote a play about this vault, and we put the two ideas together. Someone, writer's block, moves to the North Pole to be on their own, to try and emulate the success of a previous film, and they're on their own, and they've been there a long time. Too long, in fact. Maybe they make it. Will they get home safe? Will they be eaten by the polar bear outside? Who knows? You'll have to come and see it.
And you did it at the Brighton Fringe Festival?
Brighton Fringe Festival, which was really, really great. It's a little fringe, but we won some awards.
That's right.
We won some awards. I won Best Actor of the Brighton Fringe.
Hey!
So, well, I didn't know I was nominated. I didn't know I was nominated.
If you won Best Actor at the Brighton Festival here, everyone would just go,
You're Brighton.
Brighton.
What did Brighton do? No, yeah. They would, wouldn't they?
So you're doing the show here?
So it's coming to Melbourne, finally bringing it home, and I've brought it back, and one of my dearest friends, Simon Mallory, he's a great actor and director. He's taken it on, and he's just given it a whole new lease of life, and we're on at the Butterfly Club from the 14th to the 19th. And it's really great. I mean, a lot of comedians do a lot of voiceovers and stuff. People you probably know. You're doing a voiceover.
I am. So people you don't know as well.
Right. But there's a lot of people that have added in, and it's a real lovely affair. I enjoy doing it. It is a comedy. It does pull the heartstrings a little bit, and that's kind of what we wanted. And look, people liked it, and it was a surprise to us, really, when we wrote it.
Now, while you're over there, you were living the dream of trying to make it as an actor, and you got a lucky break. You got a massive lucky break.
I don't want to, I think we're going to make it sound big. Oh, look, I was on a show called EastEnders. I don't know if any of you know. Right. Okay, so then when you get a role on EastEnders, and then they say to you, you're going to be, it doesn't matter if I talk about it, because I'm never going to be on it again. Because I got into trouble. So this is what happened. I went on there, I played Finn, the Aussie vet, right? Now, when you get a gig like that and you do it and it's lovely and you meet all the stars in it and you think, this is it, I've made it. I've finally done it. Yeah. And then you talk about it on the internet before it comes out onto TV. And then you have the BBC call you and say, we need you to remove that and you're never going to be on the show again. You sort of get the feeling that it's not going well, to be honest. A horrible feeling that you've blown it. So any young actors out there, if you do get an opportunity to get on a big role on a show, don't talk about it on the internet. Just wait. Otherwise you'll end up like me.
And what made it worse? You made the announcement on MySpace.
MySpace, do you remember? Do you remember MySpace? Yeah, I did. It was a silly thing to do, and here I am,
Now, there's so much more I want to talk to you about, and we're going to keep you around. Are you happy to?
I'm happy to stay around. I want to talk to you a story about you. I do want to do this.
Now, we've got a story about, because Danny and I have worked together for years.
Yeah.
And we've got every comedian has a horror story.
Yeah, well, tell me about it. This is one, isn't it?
And I'm actually involved in his horror story, which he's told overseas and stuff like that. So we're going to go on a commercial break. Danny Adler right here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll Don't go anywhere. This is Live on Bowen! Woo! We're here with Danny Adler. Round of applause! Yeah, it's good to have you back in Melbourne because we've known each other for a long time. We used to work together in The Crew.
Yeah, years ago we did a lot of shows together, but we had one particular show that has never quite left me, Rob.
It hasn't left you, which I'm quite surprised at.
Okay, so Robbie says to me, we're going to do a gig in Traralgon, yeah? Right, so I said...
And that's the story, right there.
Right, that's it. Thanks very much.
Right, good night. Yeah.
So I said, OK, and it was improv, so there's three of us, and a good friend of ours, Adam McKenzie, and we all set off in a van on a bench seat down to Traralgon. I don't know, was it 2 hours, 5 hours? I can't remember.
It felt like forever.
We get there, and I can only describe this place as maybe like a roadhouse tavern saloon.
It was a saloon.
A saloon.
Yeah.
Those doors,
the tumbleweeds were going past. Yeah.
Yeah. We go in.
There's a blonde kid with a banjo.
Ding, 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 ding. So we go in, and the comedians, I won't say who they are, but they're dying a horrible death. And because they're playing to a whole bunch of bikers, to be honest. They were all bikers. Now, we get there, I said to Robbie, we're not doing this. We can't do it. We're going to get killed. Robbie's like, he's enthusiastic, we love him. He says, no, we'll do it. So we get up on stage, and Robbie, in his full enthusiasm, goes, hi, guys. We're an improv group. We just make it up at the top of our head, and we're going to do some stuff here. So we need to get you guys warmed up. So at the top of your voice, if you could just shout out the first word that comes to your head when I say the letter F. It was like a vocal tsunami. It was like, come at us. Anyway, we did 3 of the worst games, I think, of improv we've ever done. It was all about cocks and bongs and really kind of crap. It was really quite
cocks
bad.
and bongs made out of cocks.
Yeah, it was high-grade comedy. So we get off stage, and I just said, we need to leave. And we were up at the bar, and Robbie's getting our money, and we just want to go. And this shadow comes around. He leaves me, and this shadow comes around. This man's about 6'4", bald, ZZ Top beard. He's wearing a singlet, stubbies, no shoes. And he comes around, and he goes, and I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but he goes, oi, you guys were funny. I said, thanks so much. And he goes, what do you want to drink? And I don't drink, so I didn't want to say that. I said, I'm fine. He goes, no. What do you want to drink? I said, bourbon, double bourbon. Lovely, thank you. He goes, what does he want? And Robbie, to get our money. Robbie, excuse me, Robbie, what would you like to drink? Robbie turns around, he goes, just a Diet Coke, thanks, mate. I said to this guy, he'll have 50 beers, thank you. Yeah, so there we go.
It only has 1 calorie. So you're a dad? You're a daddy?
I am a dad. I am a lovely little girl, 2 years old. She's just turned 2. Evie, her name is. She's got an attitude for a 2-year-old. Oh, no, I don't mean that. I don't in a nasty way.
Don't just at ages. Actually, it's 47. Aww.
I took her to Southland Shopping Centre. I don't know if you've been to that, Carls, you have a shopping centre, but we went there, and she crapped herself, and she all the things that babies do. And she knocked all the DVDs off at Kmart and all that sort of stuff. And eventually I just said, look, we've had enough. She had a little... I said, no, because she knocked all the DVDs off. I said, no, Bubba. And she was laying on the floor like a starfish and dead weight. So I had to carry her out over my shoulder, and parents thought I was horrible. And we got in the car, and I was sweating, and I had, nappy bags and hats and jackets and umbrellas, and put in the car, and I'm sitting in the front like that, and back seat, she just goes, Daddy, how are you? And she's just learnt that. She doesn't know what it means. I said, I'm good, Bubba, I'm good. She goes, thank you. So that's wrong, isn't it? That's wrong, but well done for trying.
Now, we've got to wrap things up, but for more information about your show, do you have a website they can do?
It's called Chester James is probably the shorter, the fictional chronicles of the stupidly famous Chester James. And it's on the 14th to the 19th of August, different times, so check on the website, Butterfly Club. I'd love to have you there.
And your website is?
Look, it's just on the Butterfly Club. I don't have my website, but the Butterfly Club is where to get the tickets, and I'd love to see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Adler right here, my friend. Thank you so much, sir. If you'd like to be in our studio audience, and who wouldn't, take a look at this.
Thank you so much, studio audience here at Live on Bowen. All you have to do is head to our website, liveonbowen.com, or email us, audience@liveonbowen.com. We'd love to have you in the audience, so book your seats now and we'll see you in the studio.